Today we will study about decoders. First of all, decoder is a combinational circuit, and in every decoder we have some input and we will get some output. The number of outputs in a decoder is always greater than number of inputs in a decoder. So decoder, for if we have n number of inputs, the number of outputs in a decoder will be always 2 raised to the power n. Or we can say that decoder is a device which, when used, select one of these possible outputs at a time. Okay, we will get only one output at one time. We cannot get all the outputs at the same time. So if we have two number of inputs, then the number of outputs will be 4. If we have 3 number of inputs, the number of outputs will be 8. If we have 4 number of input, the number of outputs will be 16, depending upon this 2 raised to the power n term. Okay, so basically we can represent decoder as something like this. We will have n number of inputs, n number of input lines, and we will have 2 raised to the power n number of output lines. Okay, and this decoder will be termed as n is to 2 raised to the power n decoder. Fine. We have input lines and output lines in our decoder, and we also have one signal, one extra line, which is called enable input. The enable input is responsible for working of our decoder. Enable input is the input without which our decoder will not work. Okay, we have two type of decoder. We have active high decoder and we have active low decoder. Active high and we will have active low. Active high and active low decoder. Active high decoder is the decoder where our outputs will be considered when the value at our output is 1 in active high, and active low decoder will be the decoder where our output will be considered when there is 0 at the output. Okay, so for active high decoder the value of enable should be 1, and for active low decoder the value of enable should be 0. If enable is 1, if enable is 0 for active high, then our output will always remain 0 irrespective of our input. Similarly, in case of active low decoder, if the value of enable is 1, then irrespective of the inputs, the output will remain at 0. So this enable signal is important for our decoder to work. Okay, first of all, when we say that we have active high decoder and active low decoder, the only difference between active high and active low decoder is that the output of active high decoder will be always represented in the form of mean terms. Mean terms, we know that mean terms means SOP form, sum of product form, something like this: A bar B plus B C bar. This is a SOP expression, sum of product. Okay, and the output of active low decoder will be always represented in the form of POS or our max terms. Max terms means max term, or POS means POS represents product of sum. They are written like this: A bar plus B plus C multiply by like A plus B bar plus C. These terms are our POS form, and the output of active low decoder will be always written in this form, and the output of active high decoder will be written in this form. Okay, second thing, when we say that it is active high decoder, for active high decoder we will consider those output whose values are 1. Okay, for example, if I have y0, y1, y2 and y3, if I have four outputs and the value of y1 is 0 and all the other outputs are value of y1 is 1 and all the other outputs are 0, and if it is active high decoder, y1 will be considered only because the value of y1 is high. Similarly, if it was an active low decoder, then the output whose value is 0 will be considered and all others will remain at 1. This will be in the case of active low and this will be in the case of active high. This is how our active high and active low decoders will actually work. Okay, so we will study some of our decoders and we will see how to implement functions using our decoder. First of all, let's talk about 2:4 decoder. 2:4 decoder. 2:4 decoder means 2 inputs and 4 number of outputs. So our 2:4 decoder will be something like this. This will be 2:4 decoder. We will have 2 inputs. We consider that we have 2 inputs A and B and there will be 4 output lines. So y0, y1, y2 and y3 are our outputs. And then we have enable signal. This is our active high decoder. How to identify the active high decoder? See, this all the outputs are simple. In case of active low decoder, we will get bubble. This bubble represents NOT operation. If the output are in the form of this, like with bubbles, then it will be our active low decoder. But if it is given normally without these bubbles, then our decoder is active high decoder. Okay, so this one is our active high decoder. Now we will design our function table and then we will design our expression for our this decoder. To design the function table, we see that we have two inputs A, B and another one is our enable. Okay, so we consider that we have B. So we consider that we have input B, input A, enable and then we have outputs. We have y0, y1, y2 and y3. We have 4 output lines. First of all, when the value of enable is 0, this decoder will not work because it is active high decoder, and we have said that for active high decoder the value of enable should be 1. So if the value of enable is 0, irrespective of the values of A and B, this X represents our don't care. So irrespective of the values of our input A and B, our all the 4 output lines will remain at 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0 because our enable is 0, so decoder will not work. When our enable is 1, we have 4 combinations possible for this 2 inputs because the number of combinations for a given number of input is always represented by 2 raised to the power n. If we have 2 number of inputs, the total combinations possible will be 4. So when our enable is 1, we will have 4 different combinations. So we will consider 4 combinations with enable signal at 1. These 4 combinations will be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Okay, so this is our input function table for our input side. Now we will talk about output. When our enable signal is 1 and the value of both A and B is 0, we will get output at y0. Our y0 will be at 1 and remaining outputs will be at 0. y0 is 1 means that y0 will be selected and the output will be obtained at y0 only. Okay, why y0 is selected? Because 0, 0 represents our when we talk about our number systems, the 00 represents 0, 01 represents 1, 10 is 2, 11 is 3. Okay. Similarly, 100 is 4, 101 is 5, 110 is 6, like this. So 00 represents 0, so Y0 will be selected. Similarly, when the input are 0 1, when the inputs are 0 1, we will get 1 at Y1 and all other output will remain at 0. When we have inputs 1 0, Y2 will be selected and all other outputs will be 0. For 1 1, Y3 will be selected and all other outputs will remain at 0. Okay, so this is our function table for our 2:4 decoder. When we talk about our expressions, as I have already told you that in case of active high, the expressions are written in mean term form, or we can say that in the form of SOP, sum of product. So in case of mean terms or sum of product, 0 is always written in complemented form and 1 is always written in uncomplemented form. So when I talk about y0, the value of y0 is 1 at a equals to 0 and b equals to 0. So if the value of a is 0 and b is 0, I can write it as complement of a, because 0 is represented by a complemented form. So it will be written as a complement multiplied by b complement. So our expression for this equation y0 will become b bar a bar. Okay. Similarly, when we talk about our y2, the output y2 is 1 when b is 0 and a is 1. A will be written in uncomplemented form and b will be written in complemented form. So the expression for y1 will become b bar a. So we can write the expression for y1 as b bar a. Similarly, for y2, we see that for y2 we have the output 1 when b is 1 and a is 0. So b will be written in uncomplemented form and a will be written in complemented form. So it will become b a bar. So we can write this value as b a bar. And for y3, both the inputs are high, both the inputs are 1 1. So we will write both the inputs in uncomplemented form and the expression will be y3 equals to ba. Okay, so these are our expressions for our 2:4 decoder function table. Now we can design our 2:4 decoder using our basic gates. So using these equations, these expressions for our output, we will draw the diagram for our 2:4 decoder. First of all, we will require inputs. As we know, we have three inputs, B, A and enable. B, A and enable. So first of all, we take one input as B, then we take A, then we take enable. Enable is always at 1. Okay. Now to obtain the complemented form of B, we will require NOT gate. If these are representing our inputs B, A and E. To get B complement, we use a NOT gate and this will be our B bar. To get A complement, we will again use our NOT gate and this will be our A bar. So first of all, the equation of y0 was B bar A bar when enable is 1. So enable will be 1. So enable will be 1. Then we require A bar. A bar will be from this input and we require B bar. B bar will be from this input. All will be in AND gate and we will get y0 at our output. Similarly, to draw the y1 we require enable, then we require a and b bar. So a will be from here and we will get b bar from here. Again through an AND gate the output will be y1. For y2 we require enable at 1, then we require b and then we require a bar. So we will get b from here and we will require a bar from here. All through the AND gate it will be our y2. For y3 enable should be 1, the value of b should be 1 and the value of a should be 1. So all will be in high state and through a AND gate we will get y3. Okay, so this is our active high 2:4 decoder. Fine. Moving on, we will talk about our next decoder, that is our 3:8 decoder. 3:8 decoder is similar to our 2:4 decoder, but we will have some, it will be 3:8 decoder. If I am talking about 3:8 decoder, that means that we will have 3 inputs and 8 outputs, and there will be enable signals, of course. So we will have output like this. We will have A, B, C, 3 inputs, A, B and C, and we will have enable signal. This will be 3:8 decoder and we will have 8 output lines starting from y0 to our y7. We will have total of 8 output lines. To draw the function table we will require our inputs and outputs. So first of all we will have 3 inputs. We have ABC. So ABC are our 3 inputs, then we have enable signal, and then we have 8 outputs: y0, y1, y2, y3. Okay, we will have less space, so let's make the table little bit short, or see, this will be our input side of the table, and we will have 8 outputs. So it will be y0, y1, y2, y3, then y4, y5, y6 and y7. Okay, now when the enable signal is 0, since it is again an active high decoder, irrespective of our input the output will remain 0 at all the output lines. Because it is active high decoder, so our value of enable should be 1, only then our decoder will work. So when the value of enable is 1, we have 3 inputs, so the total number of input combinations for 3 input will be 8. So we will write our combinations. For 3 variables we have combinations as 0 0 1 0. Okay, we will have combinations from 0 0 0, then 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 double 1, 1 double 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0, and then 1 of course. So we will have 8 different combinations which will be possible, and for all these combinations the value of enable should be high. So the value of enable should be 1 for all these combinations. Now it will work in the similar manner. For the first case we know that 0 0 0 represents 0, 0 0 1 represents 1, 0 1 0 represents 2, 0 1 1 represents 3, 1 0 0 represents 4, 1 0 1 represents 5, 110 represents 6 and 111 represents 7. So depending upon the input, we will select the output in our output line. So in first case, y0 will be selected. Since is active high, we will get 1 at y0 and remaining will be at 0 position. For this case, since it represents 1, so y1 will be selected and all other inputs, all other outputs will remain at 0. In this case, y2 will be selected and all other outputs will be at 0. Then y3 will be selected and all other outputs will remain at 0. Similarly for y4, then y5, then y6, and finally y7. So this will be our function table for 3:8 decoder. Now we have designed the function table for 3:8 decoder. So we will require our expressions now. So to design the expressions, we will again use SOP form, sum of product, or mean term, because it is active high decoder. So when I talk about our expression for y0, the value of a, b, c is 0. So it will be represented by a complement, b complement, and c complement. So we will get y0 equals to a complement, b complement, c complement. Y1 will become, y1 is represented by 001. That means it will be a in normal form, b in complement form, and c in complement form. So it will become, y1 will become a, b complement, and c complement. Similarly for y2 is represented by 2, and 2 will be written in 2 is written as a complement, b, c complement. Similarly for y3 will become a, b, and c complement. Then y4 will become a complement, b complement, and then c. y5 will become a, b complement, c. y6 will become a complement, b, c, and y7 will become a, b, c. So these will be our expressions for 3:8 decoder. Okay, and we will draw our diagram similar to the 2:4 one. We can draw our diagram using our AND gate and NOT gates for complemented inputs to get our 3:8 decoder. Okay, now let us see how can we use this 3:8 decoder to implement our function. First of all, when we say that we have 3:8 decoder, it means we can implement any boolean function with 3 inputs using this 3:8 decoder, because we know that for 3 input the number of total combinations we get is 8. So for any function, 3 variable function, we can use 3:8 decoder. Okay, so let's solve one question. Okay, we say that we have a function f of a, b, c, and the function is given as sigma 1, 2, 3, and 7. 1, 2, 3, and 7. We need to implement this boolean function using our 3:8 decoder. First of all, since we have to check, first of all, can we use 3:8 decoder? We have 3 inputs a, b, and c. It means we can use 3:8 decoder. Then sigma 1 2 3 4, we know that this sigma represents mean terms. It means that we require a active high. We require a active high 3:8 decoder. Okay, so first of all, what to do? We will follow some steps. Step 1 will be write the expressions. Write the expression for this 1 2 3 and 7. Okay, how to write 1? How can we write 1? We know that 1 is written as 0 0 0 0 1. That means it will be written as a bar, b bar, c. Okay, it is in the form of min term, that is it will be written in the form of SOP. So it will be a bar, b bar, c plus 2. 2 is written as 0 1 0. It means it will become a bar, b, c bar, plus then 3. 3 is written as 0 1 1. So it will become a bar, b, c. Then it is 7. 7 is written as 1 1 1. So it will be written as a, b, c. Okay, so when we talk about this thing, we know that the output of decoder also represents this expressions. This is represented by our output y1, this is represented by y2, this is y3, and this is y7. So we will simply use a 3:8 decoder. A, B, C will be our inputs, and we will have enable. This is 3:8 decoders. 3:8 decoder. We have ABC as our inputs, small a, small b, and small c, because the function is given in ABC, small ABC form. And we will get output. We will have output y0, then y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, and y7. We require y1, so y1 will be this, then y2, this is y2, this is y3, and then we require y7. So put all the 4 through a OR gate. Why OR gate? Because it is in the form of SOP, sum of product. So plus operation is represented by our OR gate. So we will require one OR gate, and we will get our function as y0 plus, sorry, y1 plus, not y0. We will get our output as y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y7. This is how we will implement our this 3 variable function using 3:8 decoder. Okay, similarly, if we require to implement our function using 2:4 decoder, if we are given a function like, let us suppose w is a function whose expression is given a bar b plus a b bar is our function. First of all, a bar b plus a b bar is our SOP form, sum of product form. If it is our sum of product form, then it clearly means that it will be represented by mean terms. If it is represented by mean terms, it means that our decoder should be active high decoder. So we will use active high decoder. So we will use a 2:4 active high decoder. We will have two inputs. Since the inputs are A and B in capital, so we will use AB. Then we will have enable at our input side, and we will get 4 outputs. 4 outputs will be y0, then y1, y2, and y3. We know that a bar b. How to write a bar b? A bar b is written as 0 1. 0 1, and 0 1 represents our 1. So that means that our a bar b will be represented by the output y1, and another one is a b bar. How to write a b bar? It will be written as 1 0. 1 0 represents 2. That means that our a b bar will be represented by our output y2, and there is plus sign. Plus operation is done using our OR gate. So we will add So we will put y1 and y2 as the input to our OR gate, and we will get our W function at the output. Okay, this is how we will implement our this function using 2 is to 8 decoder, 2 is to 4 decoder, sorry. Okay, now we can also have problems where we will require a active low decoder. Okay, so first of all to implement any function using our active low decoder, we need to study how our active low decoder works. We can also implement the same function using our active high decoder. If a function is given in the form of maxterm, still we can implement it using our active high decoder. But for that thing, we will use both the methods. We will try to implement the same function using our active low decoder, then we will solve the question using our active high decoder also. Fine. So for that thing, we will be required to study our active low decoder also. When we talk about active low decoder, the table of active low decoder will be same. We will have three inputs. Let us say A, B and C are our inputs. Okay, and enable is our output. Fine. Now we will have outputs, but this enable should be 0 for our active low, so we will use bubble at this position, and we will have output from y0 to y7. Since it is active low, it means the value of only one output will be 0 and all other output remain at 1 in our active low decoder function table. So to draw the function table, we have outputs ABC. So we will write, sorry, we have inputs ABC, then we have enable, and then we have our outputs y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6 and then y7. Okay, first of all when the enable is 1, irrespective of the inputs A, B, C, all the values will remain at 1 because it is active low decoder, so it will work only when we have enable as 0. So all the output will remain at 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1. Okay, and one more thing, I have already told you that in case of active low decoder or active low output, we will represent 0 as uncomplemented form and 1 in complemented form. Okay, because it is represented by our POS, product of sum expression. So when the value of enable will be 0, we will have 8 different combinations for ABC. So the 8 different combinations will be 0 0 0, then 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 0 0, 1 0 1, 1 1 0 and then 111. For all these 8 inputs, the value of enable should be active low. That means the value of enable should be 0. Only then our decoder will work. Fine. So 0 0 0 represents 0. So y0 will be selected. Since it is active low decoder, the value of y0 will become 0 and all other will remain at 1. Similarly, for second case, 0 0 1 represents 1, so the value of 1 will become, y1 will become 0 and all other will remain at 1. 0 1 0 represents 2, so the output of y2 will become 0 and all other will remain at 1. 0 1 1 represents 3, so the output of y3 will be at 0 and remaining will be at 1. 1000 represents 4, so y4 will be 0 and all other will be at 1. 101 represents 5, so the output of y5 will be 0 and all other outputs will be 1. 1110 represents 6, sorry 110 represents 6, so y6 will be 0 and all other will be at 1. Finally 111 represents 7, so y7 will be 0 and all other will be at 1. This is how we write expression, this is how we designed this function table for our active low 3:8 decoder. Now we will design the expressions for this thing. To design the expression, first of all we know that we need to write the expression in POS form, product of sum form, and in product of sum form 0 is write as, for example, if the value of a is 0 we will write it as a, and if the value of a is 1 we will write it as a bar. It means 0 is represented in uncomplemented form and 1 is represented in complemented form. And product of sum means that we will actually sum the expression. For example, if we have 0 0 0, it means we will write it as a plus b plus c. In SOP form we write it as a bar, b bar, c bar, but in POS form we will write it as a plus b plus c. Okay, not in complemented form, it will be simple. So we will write it as a plus b plus c. Okay, so we will write the expression for all our these inputs. So for y0, the value of y0 is 0, the value of y0 is 0 when all the inputs are 0. So the expression for y0 will become a plus b plus c. So we can write the expression for y0. The expression for y0 will become a plus b plus c. Okay, so we will write it as a plus b plus c. For y1 we see that for y1 the value is 0 0 1. 0 0 1 will be written as a complement plus b plus c, because the value of a is 1. So it will become a complement plus b plus c. The value of y2 will be it is 0 1 0, so we will write it as a plus b complement plus c. So it will be a plus b complement plus c. Then it will be y3 will be, it is 0 1 1, so we will write it as a complement plus b complement plus c. So it will become a complement plus b complement plus c. Then for y4 we have 100, so we will write it as a plus b plus c complement. So it will be a plus b plus c complement. For y5 we have 101, so we will write it as a complement plus b plus c complement. So we will have a complement plus b plus c complement. For y6 it will be, it is 110, so we will write it as a plus b complement plus c complement. So it will become a plus b complement plus c complement. And for y7 all the values are at 1, so we will write it as a complement plus b complement plus c complement. So it will become a complement plus b complement plus c complement. This is our expressions in POS form for our active low decoder. Fine. Now we will try to implement one function using our active low decoder. Okay. So to implement our function using active low decoder, let us assume that we have a question where it is given that we need to implement a function w. W is the function in the terms of a, b and c, and it is given that function of abc is equals to pi 1 2 5 7. 1 to 5 7. First of all, this pi represents max term. If pi is representing max term, it is clear to us that the function to be implemented is in POS form, product of sum form. If it is in product of sum form, then we require active low output decoder. Okay, so we will use a 3:8 decoder, which will be our active low decoder. For that thing, first of all, we know that 1 to 5 7, 1 will be equivalent to our y1. Our output which will be used for the decoder will be y1, 2 will be represented by y2, 5 will be represented by y5, and 7 will be represented by y7. Okay, so we will simply use our decoder and then these equations, and we know that POS, in POS form, it is product of sum. So actually all these outputs will be product, and if we have to do the product of all these output, we will require AND gate. So in this case, all the outputs will be connected to AND gate, and in case of active high and SOP form, we were providing all the outputs to our OR gate. Okay, so here we will have a 3:8 decoder. We have inputs ABC are small, so we will write ABC like this. We will have enable will be active low, so we will get a bubble here. This will be our y0, then we require y1 y2, y1 y2, then y3 y4, we will again require y5, then it is y6, and we will again require y7. So put all the four outputs to a AND gate, and we will require the function y1 y2 y5 y7. We will get this function w at our output. This is how we will implement our boolean function using our active low decoder. Fine. Is it okay? Now another type of problem which arises during the implication of this functions, we can in the question it can be given that we need to implement a POS expression using active high decoder. What will we do then? For example, if I am saying that we have a function f of a, b and c. Okay, and it is given that f of abc is pi 1 3 5 7. So first of all, if it was given like this, we will have directly used our active low 3:8 decoder. But if it is written that it is to be implemented using active high decoder, then we have to use active high decoder. We do not have any other chance. We have to use active high decoder. For using active high decoder, we just need to change two things. Okay, first of all, if it is 1357, if it is 1357, what we will do, we need to just change our logic gate. The logic gate which we will use now to implement this function will be our NOR gate. When we are using active high decoder and we have to implement our SOP expression, we use OR gate. So while we are using our active high decoder and we have to implement our POS expression, we will simply use our NOR gate. That's it, nothing to change. Now 1 will be represented by Y1, 3 will be represented by Y3, 5 will be represented by Y5 and 7 will be represented by Y7. Simple as that. So we will simply use a 3:8 decoder. If it is active high, consider A, B, C as inputs. Enable should be 1. Enable should be 1. It is 3:8 decoder. We require, this is Y0, we require Y1, then we require Y3, Y4, we require Y5, then it is Y6, we require Y7. 1357. So we need to put all these 4 output through a NOR gate. So we will actually use a NOR gate, and the output of NOR gate we will get this function ABC. It is simple as that. We just need to do this, nothing to change. Okay. Similarly, if we have to implement a mean term function using our active low decoder, then we know that to implement max function using active low, we use AND gate. To implement our sigma function using active low, we will use NAND gate. That's the only change. This is how we can implement our function. How do we know that we need to implement this function? Okay, for example, let us suppose that we were given a question, f of ABC equals to sigma times of 1 2 5 7, and we have to implement this function using a 3:8 active low decoder. Now if it is given, if the function is given like this, first of all we will convert it to our POS form. How to convert the given function to POS form? Just check if the function is convertible to POS form. Now what we will write this 1257. Simply write your expressions 1 2 5 and 7 in your SOP form first. The expression 1257 will be written in SOP form as, if it is 1 will be written as, in sum of product 1 will be written as 0 0 1. So it will become A bar B bar C. Okay, plus 2 is written as 0 1 0. So it will become A bar B C bar. 5 is written as 1 0 1. So it will be A B bar C. 7 is written as 1 1 1. So it will be A B C. This is our SOP expression for this given mean terms. Okay. Now convert these things to our POS form. To convert the POS form, we know that in POS form 0 is represented by uncomplimented form and 1 is represented by complement form. So to convert these function, for example, if I have A bar B bar C, it will simply mean that we will have how to write A bar. It will become A in POS form, B bar will become B in POS form, and C will become C bar in POS form. So this will be our first function. Then we have A bar B C bar. It will become A plus B bar plus C. Then multiply by, it is again A B bar C. It will become A bar plus B plus C bar, and ABC will become A bar plus B bar plus C bar. And since this POS form is actually a complement of SOP form. We will require a complement, and this complement is represented by our NAND gate, because we know that complement of product is always represented by our NAND gate. So we will simply use NAND gate in place of AND gate. So to implement this function using our active low 3:8 decoder, we will have a 3:8 decoder, A, B, C as inputs, A, B, C. We will have active low enable. We require 1257. That means put Y1, then Y2, then our Y5, and then our Y7 to a NAND gate actually. So this is our NAND gate. Put them to a NAND gate. This is Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y7. Yeah. So the output of this NAND gate will be our this function. So this is how we will implement our functions using our active low and active high decoders. Fine. Now we will talk about our some decoder ICs which are available in market. Okay. So first of all we have IC 74LS139 74LS139 is actually a 2:4 decoder IC. Okay. This IC 74LS139 is a dual 2:4 decoder. Dual 2:4 decoder means this IC has both the inputs for active high as well as for active low. So the diagram of this IC is simply, we have, when we talk about this IC have 1, 2, 3. These 1, 2, 3 are the inputs for our active high, and then we will have 3 inputs for our active low. For active low, this enable signal will be 0, so it will be active low. Then we have 8 output pins. The output pins are this. We have 4 output for active high, and we have 4 output for active low. Hence, when we talk about this pin diagram of our this IC, we have total of 8 outputs and total of 6 input pins. Okay, two input pins for enable. One enable is for active high and one enable is for active low, and then we have 2 inputs for active high and 2 inputs for active low. Okay, so the numbering of these pins are like this. We have, this is 1A, this is 1B, and this is 1G. Similarly, we have 2A, 2B and 2G. 2A, 2B and 2G. And the outputs are, it is 1 Y0, 1 Y2, 1 Y3 and 1, sorry, mistake. The outputs will be 1 Y0, then 1 Y1, 1 Y2 and 1 Y3. Similarly, 2 Y0, 2 Y1, 2 Y2 and 2 Y3. These 4 outputs are for active high, and these 4 outputs are for active low. Similarly, these 2 inputs are for active high and these 2 inputs are for active low. This G pin, G represents our enable signal. So 1G will be used when we have to work this decoder IC as active high decoder, and 2G will be used when we need to work this decoder as active low decoder. Okay, so 1G and 2G are actually our active high and active low inputs for this decoder. Fine. This is how this is our decoder. When we talk about our function table, if we say that this is acting as both as our active high as well as active low. So for example, if we consider that when we need to work this as active high, if we need to work this as active high, we will only provide the inputs to 1a, 1b and 1g. Okay, so the inputs will be provided to only 1a, 1b and 1g, and similarly we will obtain the output at 1y0, 1y1, 1y2 and 1y3 corresponding to that. Similarly, we also have another decoder IC, which is again a 3:8 decoder, and this decoder IC is actually 74LS138. 74LS138. 74LS138 is our 3:8 decoder. So remember, 74LS139 is our dual decoder, which can be used for both active low and active high, and it is actually a 2:4 decoder. And 74LS138 is our active low decoder, and it is only for our 3:8 decoder type. Okay, so this device will function according to its pin diagram. So the pin diagram of this IC is this one. First of all, it is 3:8 decoder, so we will have 8 outputs, of course. So we will have y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6 and y7. Of course, we will have 8 outputs for sure. Now the inputs for this decoder, we have 6 input lines for this decoder. This is three input decoder, but we will have 6 input lines. Now this, for this 6 input line, the first input lines represents our inputs, actual input, which we will be using A, B, C. So these 3 lines will be used to provide the input. Okay, and these next 3 lines are actually our enable lines. And when I talk about this enable lines, we have 2 enable lines which are active low. So if I am saying that this is pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, pin number 5 and pin number 6 are active low. Okay, pin number 4 represents the name of pin number 4 is G1. The name of pin number 5 is G2A, and sixth one is G2B. So these 3 will be used for our enable input. Okay, and the device will function only when G1 equals to 1, G2A equals to 0 and G2B equals to 0. This IC have 3 lines which will decide the operation. Okay, since these are enable lines, and remember if G1 is active high, for this decoder to work, G1 should be at 1. If G2A is at low, for this decoder to work, it should be low. If G2B is active low, then for this decoder G2B should be low. So this is the only possible combination of G1, G2A and G2B at which this decoder IC will actually work. If we have any other combination at pin number 4, 5, 6, then this decoder IC will not work. Okay, so to understand the operation of to design the function table of this IC, we will simply design the function table using our pins, input pins and our enable pins. Okay, first of all, Let us understand one thing. If I am saying that I have 3 pins at our enable function, the 3 pins of our enable function is G1, G1, G2A, and then G2B. These are our enable pins. And then we have input also. A, B, C are our inputs. And then of course we have outputs. We will have output. If the value of G1, when I talk about G1, G1 was active high. If the value of G1 is 0, if the value of G1 is 0, this decoder will not work. So if the value of G1 is 0, irrespective of the values of remaining 5 pins, the 3 input pins and 2 enable pins, the output will be at high state. Because it is active low decoder, so the output will remain 1111 in each case. Okay, so the output will remain 1 in each case. Okay, so for G1 to work, for this decoder to work, G1 should be at 1. Fine. When I talk about G2A, G2A was a active low pin. So if the value of G2A becomes 1, then this decoder will not work. So if the value of G2A is 1, then irrespective of the state of other 2 enable pins and irrespective of the state of our input pins, our output will remain 111111 for all the 8 output lines. Similarly, G2B was active low. If the value of G2B is 1, then irrespective of state of other 2 enable pins and irrespective of state of our input lines, the output will again remain at 111111. Okay, so for the output to change, for this decoder to work, the value of G1 should be 1, the value of G2A should be 0, and value of G1B should be 0. If this is the case, then we have 8 different combinations which will be possible with 3 inputs. The combinations will be 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 111. For these pins, for these 3 states, we should have the state of G1, G2 and G2B as 100 only. Only then our IC will actually work. If the state is not this, then our IC will stop working actually. So we will have 100 at our enable pins, only then this will work. Now if our G1 is 1, G2 is 0 and G2B is 0 and we have 000 at our input pins, then we will get 0 at Y0, we will get 0 at Y0 and all other pins will remain at 1. Similarly, in this case we will get 0 at Y1, in this case 0 at Y2, then 0 at Y3, then 0 at Y4, 0 at Y5, 0 at Y6 and 0 at Y7. Okay, so when we have G1 equals to 1, G2A at 0, G2B at 0 and ABC at 000, the output in Y0 will be at 0 state and all other pin will remain at 1 position. In this case Y1 will be at 0 position and all other pins will be at 1 position, like this. Okay, so this is our actually 3:8 decoder IC, which is our 74LS138. It is active low decoder and it is a 3:8 decoder.